Welcome to This is Canon, and tonight it is me, Mama, and Wannabe. Papa had to go fulfill some Pokemon fields with her brother.
It was a birthday gift, so it is actually acceptable. As we all know, family trumps.
Yes, in Pokemon fields. Actually, before this call, we were discussing Sis-
Sispa.
Cispa. And what was the conclusion that we came to?
Private sector gets more preference than the local man, and the bill is vague as fuck. Well, I shouldn't say the bill is so much that it actually had 5 amendments before it got passed, and I should say that unless the House website is a bit liar liar pants on fire, it actually passed last week on the 10th, and from some things I've been reading around, they're making it sound like it passed this week, and people are trying to use certain events that have happened over the week to hide that it passed, which it's not the case. It was
No.
last week.
Basically, Tumblr is just losing its shit over things it shouldn't lose its shit over. But I mean, when is that not the case though? When is Tumblr? Does Tumblr ever calm its baps? Does it?
Its BAPs are in full 360 rotation.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I mean, other than that, Wannabe, what have you been up to?
Oh, I'm so glad that you asked. Other than making the hustle at work, I've been still continuing my Tale of Two Worlds by Tales of Symphonia Less Fantasia Let's Play, and you were nice enough to humor me by actually watching the stream, and we had the lovely plot twist time. Yay, plot
Oh
twist.
my gosh. Oh
Yay,
no.
don't even, and we can't say the plot twist even though
No, we can't.
can, but it's it's the it's it was a wonderful time, especially since people actually did join the chat room. It was a shame I couldn't actually talk to them, but I would have to face the ever looping audio during recording, and the certain secondary boss would have kicked my ass had I spent
Oh
a
my
little time
gosh.
to answer people.
That boss battle was so Walmart parking lot. Like,
Old school parking lot with the little small carts and the people with their silent.
oh my
God,
gosh.
where's the
There was
silent the
broken.
car, the Prius, the silent Prius cars?
Oh my gosh. There was broken potion bottles everywhere. Freaking pineapple juice. Just, it was crazy.
Sheena kept fucking dying every time.
She
Oh, and also I had shown the person whom I'm sharing my loathsome feelings toward. Okay, loathing is I'm exaggerating with loathing. The gigolo himself, Dallas Wilder, has gotten introduced to the game, and I'm trying to keep an open mind because the fandom, or part of the fandom again, loves the dude. I know of a certain event that happens, a backstory exposition dump that happens in a certain part of the game that's supposed to, again, you see the character in a different light, and even then I did not really care. but
yeah.
but you and me will experience that scene if I do my stuff correctly. But other than that, yeah, just work and
Tales of Symphonia. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's not that he's just there. There's nothing to like about this guy. It's just, ugh. Why?
the thing that gets me is that I can like assholeish douchey characters. I can. You know I can.
Yeah.
But there isn't it's like every time it's like you could almost be remotely funny or slick, and it's like all I can muster is a just if I could just shoot laser beams. I don't want to. If I could just shoot laser beams, I would set your fucking red hair on fire.
Flaming into the sun. Oh, Oh, shout
Yeah.
outs to Unmasked Ninja on the Twitch because while or wannabe wasn't unable to do her people thing, I was able to talk to everyone and we just had a grand old time in the parking lot.
It's the parking lot where I was just getting my. It's just imagine my ass in the parking lot with a cheese grater, and I was just getting my ass smeared everywhere.
Oh my
And considering I had to replay that again because I had audio issues, I am quite proud of myself for being able to beat said second boss 2 times, and on the second time I actually had great.
God. But senpai, why?
Oh my god! Uh, but
Oh,
yeah, what
yes.
about you? Because time.
Yes, and we don't want to give anything away. So, actually, tomorrow I will be going to the Promptalia New York City edition, and I'm excited because I got my suit together. I did my hair today, and I'm just incredibly excited. I'll be actually be able to check out the Hitalia fandom here in New York. It's just that the majority of the Hitalia fandom is 15 years old.
And that just sounds like a horrible disaster.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I could be surprised. I
Mm.
could be surprised. So I am actually going as a chaperone. So I mean, at least I'll get to tell people what to do.
It's always nice to boss the youngins around.
Yes, don't do that. You keep your hands off there. You keep your hands on her shoulders.
But all right. You think we should probably go with the theme, or at least the topics we were going to go over?
Oh yes, yes.
Since I get to be the master of it, yay!
Yes. So, Wannabe's very excited. Tonight we'll be talking about legal options for watching your various shows and animes. We'll also be talking about how to cosplay since it's relevant to what's going on tomorrow. And then also we'll be talking about what does that stand for? SMGO?
Show must go on.
Yes. So basically, that's a Kickstarter for shows, say Teen Titans, or I don't know, other
And
shows that were canceled.
young Young Justice, I'm pretty sure many people will bang you over the head and say Young Justice.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I
that's
never really
why.
even watched Young Justice. If they could restart Justice League though, like the old school Justice League from like 2000. Oh my God. Anyway, so
Okay, so basically, I should already say one, I am a cord cutter and I have no cable except for the very, very basic local channels that I get just so I can get my internet at a reasonable price. So that means that I honestly can't watch as much of the shows through cable anymore. But luckily, for the most part, it's not actually that difficult to watch some of the shows that you would usually watch on cable online. But of course, it depends on what you really want to watch. So I'm going to be posting a list later, but I would say one of the first sites that you should check just to make sure that you want to be able to find whatever you want to watch is go to canistream.it. When you go to it, you go to this little site. You can search either your movies or your TV shows and see, well, where can you stream it? I actually was surprised. I decided to search, say, The Fifth Element because Pindy loves that movie.
yes.
And I typed it in, and when you know it, I was able to find it for free on Crackle and YouTube. But the only reason it's on YouTube is because Crackle has a channel on YouTube, so you just have it on two different platforms and you can watch it for free. It also gives you where you can purchase the title as well. So I also should make note that again, this isn't all about the freebies. This is just again legal options of you getting access to your stuff. So if you manage to get it for free, that's nice. Like I know Magical Knight Rayearth is on Crackle, but and it's the dub one, not a sub. But again, some stuff you may have to pay, like you would use Netflix. That's a very common service that you can stream stuff online. You have a nice movie catalog. Usually you get the latest releases on that. I'm pretty sure most people already know. And I also should have mentioned this earlier that for anyone who is outside of the US or even baby Canada, I can't for the love of me say anything outside of the US because I don't have a VPN to let me have my internet go to other locations to test out their services. So I can only speak of what will work on my internet, sadly.
I believe that for Baby Canada, I'm sorry, Canadians. I believe that for Canada, a lot of the stuff you can view. It's just like how those things on YouTube where so you can't view this in your country. Yeah.
Right.
That's it's case by case basis. So it's just good to test it out. But Netflix is a good option. Just like Wannabe right now, I also don't have any cable because I just moved in and blah blah blah, and I just need the internet. So we all have been using the internet to watch our television shows. Time Warner Cable actually has a thing called I forget what it's called, but basically you can watch television on the go. It's pretty cool. That's how I was watching television before. I was able to catch up on all of my sci-fi hits, Lost Girl, Being Human. I caught up on Walking Dead as well using that. The only problem with that service is that you have to actually be connected to the internet that has the service on it. So it's a little limited, but I mean, you'll be able to watch your whatever on Time Warner Cable, and heck, you could probably stream it with your friends if you're not doing something like This Is Canon.
Right. Other sources that at least I remember once upon a time when I needed an anime itch was Crunchyroll. As far as I remember, that Crunchyroll used to be the place that you could get pirated anime, but they've actually made deals with anime companies so much that they actually can, if you end up paying their subscription service, that you can actually get access to do the live streams of the anime that they would show in Japan. If again you care for that. But if you're like me and you're already iffy with subs most of the time, they will actually show the episode, but just a little while later, and it's going to be in SD quality, which to be honest, SD quality is better than not being able to see it. And for the most part, I think they usually show the recent shows there. And as far as I can remember, most of them haven't actually been gotten rid of unless it's like a backlog of Naruto or Bleach or something.
Yeah, perfect examples.
And of course there's Hulu, which that's basically a main hub for most of your network television shows. I don't think CBS is included in it, or it may just link you outside to it. But again, that's like one of the best ones for your network television shows. And again, you can get a paid subscription service with them as well. The only issue is that even when you pay them, you still get ads. You just get a larger selection. So that's up to you.
Yeah, you can select the ads you want to see. But actually, I believe CBS is on Hulu. But I think it's only because I was watching The Neighbors on Hulu, and no, that's ABC. I'm sorry. So CBS might not be
ABC
on there.
Is on there.
But so, yeah. I mean, unless you want to watch 60 Minutes, which is the only thing that I know of that's on CBS at the moment.
The Big Bang Theory.
Oh yeah.
Two Broke Girls. I think How I Met Your Mother. And I don't watch these shows, but I know that those are usually the ones that are on the CBS website. But if that doesn't cut it, then you can actually try the actual channel's website. I believe when I decided to watch Hot in Cleveland, you could watch the recent episode on TV Land if you wanted to.
Oh.
So always check that. But again, because people may want to care more about the anime, Funimation actually has, again, their own, and they show their subbed and dubbed anime on theirs. And again, of course, paying their subscription, you'll get more options. But actually, they still have a decent amount of some of their other content that you can actually watch. Probably, like, I think it's up to the first 4 episodes of a series. It'll be subbed or dubbed that they'll allow you to watch. So again, it's still worth checking out.
And then, of course, as always, you can borrow your friends' subscriptions. That is perfectly legal.
Oh my god. And then I want to go to the more physical means of getting your fandom fix. It's not as instant as digital, but again, you get it where you can get it. And also, I highly recommend that rather than keeping up with all the stuff fandom-wise, go get something that has already been completed and just sit down and watch it. Chances are it's more likely to be more readily available. If you're going to buy it, it's going to be cheaper because it's not the new hotness. So I'd say look for older stuff, to be quite honest. So the other recommendations I want to give are for more physical media. You have your Redbox and your Blockbuster Expresses. You know, the little kiosks where you can rent something, just put in your credit card, and you can rent something for as long as you like, as long as you end up paying the amount of money you would owe for that how long you rented it. Now, some people go, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay. Well, if you're lucky, you can actually find free rental, 24-hour rental codes for Blockbuster Express and Redbox. And again, I'll post that with this podcast, where you can get a 24-hour free rental. Again, so long as you return it after 24 hours you rented it, then you can get a free rental. So there you go. The other source that many people overlooked, and even I did this, your local library. Turns out you can actually get DVDs that aren't just documentaries. Some libraries actually do stock up DVDs, manga, comic trades. The thing is that you may have to actually request them to order it for your library if you don't have it. If not, look around at your other local libraries and see what they have.
Yeah, because actually that's what gives you a good example. When I was living in Eaton, North Carolina, which is basically the middle of nowhere, I went to the local library, which was like one floor. They had, like, each section was like 5 by 5 feet. They actually had a complete collection of Naruto. I was surprised. Naruto and Bleach. I was like, wow. And then you could, like, go to the city over. You can get, like, freaking One Piece. I was very surprised. Pleasantly.
So again, while we can't necessarily tell you what to do, we just hope that, again, having these options and services available would deter you to not go down the road that the lovely media companies would likely not want you to follow. I think we're actually due for a break.
Yes, we are. So we'll be back.